What's up, guys? In today's video, we are going to be doing What If Civilization Started Over Part 14. Now, in the last video, I implemented major cities. That's good for the world, for good, powerful countries. And the last event was, the beatdown of this Grekish team. It was not good. And the Italian Civil War. So, yeah. Kind of seems familiar, but I'm not going to get into it. But let's get into the video. Alright. So the first thing that will be happening is Korea wanting to expand. Now, they're kind of starved because, they have nowhere to expand. But they do have China, but they're really powerful. But not more powerful than the Koreans. Koreans have been here for a while. Their only option is the Russian team. Now, they do have a treaty with them, but they don't care. But they will not invade them because they're actually pretty good best friends. But they will do it anyways. It's a very sad day for the Russians because Korea is here and they are going along this peninsula, and all the Koreans say is oil. And then they want peace with the dark purple team, the Siberian team, and their peace treaty is gonna look something like this. So the Koreans will get this. Now, no troops died, so I can't speak. The dark purple team is very happy. Very happy. Not too happy that their own ally invaded them, but still happy when nobody died. So that was our first zero casualty war. It's crazy. Our first one. So it's pretty good. But the Koreans will take their endeavors somewhere else. They're gonna go here to Oceania and say, hey, you wanna I'm just gonna invade you. You guys are not gonna do nothing. This tiny thing of gray still exists. Alright. And the invasion of Papua New Guinea. Or Papua New Guinea. No, I don't call it Popeye. Papua New Guinea. What the heck? This tolerance, man. I didn't really care about the tolerance. It's a thing. But, Papua New Guinea will instantly be surprised, and they will have no time to live. Or maybe the Australians, because their capital is in Australia, of course. So, it's not going to go well for the Australians, and, it's not going well for the people in Papua New Guinea. Then they will make a landing near their capital, in their capital. And, this place is going to get demolished. And then they surrender over to, the Koreans. So, I don't know. I think the Koreans, this is probably what they will take. So, you could say they take this with this. What the heck? This, I don't really care about the tolerance anymore. This, bop. I'm gonna try not to get mad with the tolerance, but it's nearly impossible. Alright, so they just took their Papua New Guinea claims, and that was a very ugly war for the Australians. Now this time, people actually died. So yeah. But that's going to be it for the Koreans. Somebody is going to be gaining some major cities. Good for them. That country is going to be the blue team, as they will form their first major city in sand. Now, they have a lot of major cities already, so they are pretty popular in the country. And then the red team has done it. They have made a capital city on, well, these islands. Alright, every new capital city, I have to change them. Not capital city, major city, sorry. But, yeah. Now, guys, this is not the same color as this. You could barely see it, but if you look closely, it's not the same color. Just so, if a country is defeated, I could just turn it into a major city. So, yeah. Another country here, Germany. They will start building major cities everywhere, even in the Danish peninsula. So they have a couple of major cities, so that's good for them. The Norwegian countries, or the Scandinavian countries, have a lot of major cities, except Finland. Well, let's give Finland some major cities. So here in St. Petersburg, right here, probably like here, maybe one here, I don't know. Here. And also, just because you have a lot of major cities doesn't mean it's populated. Your country's populated. If you're old, though, like an old country, I think that's probably the case. So, like the blue team, plus the red team, and the Korean team. Not really the Chinese team. They're old, but like in terms of like country wise, they're pretty young. So, yeah. Like a country's lifespan. If it's a small country, 50 years. If it's like a growing country, 300 years it could last. Now, this is not really a Chinese team. This is a Taiwan team, if you recognize Taiwan. So, if you don't, it's Chinese. But the Taiwanese, they went to this island. Well, I think, of course, they started up on land, and then they went to China to colonize it, or claim it. And, yeah. Now we have the modern country that we know. The thing in East Asia. There'll also be some major cities scattered around in, well, the Philippines, and also in Borneo. Because who should forget Borneo? Even though mappers like me always mix up the Indonesian islands. Nobody knows what this star island is called, though. The only thing. I know this one is Jakarta. This one is Sumatra, and this one's Borneo, and this is, of course, Papua New Guinea. So, yeah. That's not what I'm confused on. Just, thing. Indian cities. And, yeah. What? Yeah, so. Countries that are also gaining major cities is this Filipino team. Well, did I say Filipino? Vietnamese team. As they will build cities along, well, everywhere. Well, not really near the jungles, but almost everywhere. And that's how much you could barely even see them. So if I place a major city on a major city, don't make fun of me. I don't think you guys could even see their capital, so yeah, you guys must understand it. Well, probably not because you're not making this video. That's fine. But yeah, this country will also build major cities. Can't believe that happened. But the country that's definitely and absolutely not building major cities are this one. Probably these two. These two might be more capable. This one, well, they could build. Alright. Probably, I don't know. But none of the ones in Arabia, they're pretty strong. This one, the Grekish country. This team, they do have major cities. Maybe the Ukrainian team, but probably not. But enough with that, as we're gonna go to the Grekish team. The Grekish team says sorry, and that was by accident, really. They pinky promise. And that promise is made as, well, the brown team said, I just called that the brown team. The orange team, oh my gosh. I have a brown team on my map, but I do not talk about it. The orange team, it will cede over some lands, of course. And, yeah. It'll cede over Crete, this island. Let me just put it at 50 tolerance. This island. I think that's an island. And they will have the rest. Well, actually, this one's at their coast, these islands. So, unlike real life, this island thing is actually fair. And now I think the Grekish country is ready for some major cities. So, or the Grekish country, or Greek country, will be building a major city. Is like, I think that's the actual Athens area, like the general area. That here and probably here near, well, the orange team. Alright, the one that I said that will not be building major cities is now building major cities, Ukraine. So one here, some here, 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 and here. Alright. Now countries that is too cold for building major cities at all. Greenland. Antarctica. There's no way they're building major cities. No way. Alright, the Mexican country, they're pretty strong. But they did lose that war to Hawaii. But actually, that was just a dream. They won it, and then they broke away. Because they were kind of far. Yeah. These are all the, well, major cities they have. Or maybe this color is not actually a color. And maybe this team occupied it. I don't know. Well, speaking of this team, they will make the absolute dumb decision to invade the Mexican country. Now, these guys are, I think they're friendly, but not no more. No. These guys have, well, the one who's invading, has dropped their relations with this country. In order to invade somebody, you have to drop your relations with them, of course. So, their capital. Yeah, Baja California is not a great capital. But this force not going to last too long. As they push up the Baja Peninsula, And, yeah. I don't even talk about North America a lot. These troops are killed brutally. I don't talk about North America a lot. Sorry, they were literally just discovered. But, and then the invasion of California. It's absolutely wild, as the rough terrain is just, well, it's mountainous. So that's what I mean by rough terrain. And the spearhead of Bay, because they are spearheading to a bay, I think. Well, yeah, they are. And the spearhead is going well, and they meet like the crack part. Pause. Yeah, they meet the crack part, and now they have split this country successfully, with from the capital to the army. Now they're probably still trading through this, like out of their reach. But they're probably everywhere, so they're probably gonna have to go like, eh. Yeah, that's gonna take a while for them to reach. Or maybe probably like this. But their boats are like this. So maybe they're going this. Well, they have long-range missile boats that can detect them. So they're probably trading like that. Alright. It's pretty good. Well, for the Mexican country, but for this country, no. It's not going too well for them. And they are squeezed to Los Angeles, or maybe another city. But I don't really care about Californian cities. Like, the capital, most important to capture in a war. But their army is also. Because, like, come on. Yeah. Their army is the best thing to capture. Because then nobody's fighting for their country. So, this is a slow campaign, but they will eventually wipe out their military, and all they have is now the National Guard. The National Guards are scared, and they actually start taking boats and fleeing to Hawaii. That's not good, because they just captured your capital. And on the way, the Mexican country is sending a fleet to capture the National Guards. But let's see, well, this peace treaty. As this was a pretty brutal war, but the Mexican country, of course, win it in the long run. Why wouldn't they? They're a very strong country, first of all, and yeah. They will take these lands, not their whole country. Those lands. Yeah. See, guys, this tolerance. And the Mexican country is pretty big. The Floridian country has Yucatan. But they are kind of in a crisis right now. So they really want to sell this land to, well, this country. What the heck? Yeah, they want to sell this land to them. And, well, of course, this Mexican country is in need of land. Well, they're already big, but they want land, of course. That's what I mean. And they will get this for like $5 million because they don't find it really valuable. So, yeah. Nice move, Mexico. And now they have formed Greater Mexico. It has more lands than Mexico does in real life. They are pretty strong. And yeah, there's no corruption in the country, so that's pretty good. That's good for a country. I don't talk about South America because every single country in there is neutral. Until now, because this country, it's just a frozen piece of land. What are you going to do about it? So, they will just strictly invade this country. And also this country. Good job. Just kidding. Why would they do that? They would never. Let me just fix that. Alright. And now, yeah. This is not going to go well for this team. They just made a landing and captured the capital. So that's not good. That's never good when somebody captures your capital. And now you are, well, landlocked in this war. Whoa! Somebody just encircled you. Oh. Alright, you just surrendered. So let's see this peace treaty for land and stuff. Alright, peace treaty. And the reason why they got their land closer to the capital is because they say, if you ever try to invade us again, we'll demolish you. Even though they invaded the country first. And now, this country will start to invade them. Smart move. No, it's not. As this country was definitely not ready. They captured the capital already. And, yeah. It was just, the starter was crazy, but, yeah. Okay. And yep, hooray! This country has formed themselves not an empire, a country, a working country. I just roasted a country in a fictional series. Speaking of a fictional series, this is gonna be the end of this episode for this fictional series. I know it's like shorter than usual, but kind of on a time crunch. I have to make another video. So hope you all enjoyed this video. Pretty short video, but I'll see you later. Bye.